Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for November 14th, Saturday, 2020, 3 p.m. Eastern. Some of you, if you aren't already, will be experiencing quite intense frequencies. Physical anomalies, certain things showing up that, out of the clear blue that kind of catch you off guard. It's because of the higher frequencies here on the planet that are transcending. It affects us through the collective consciousness. So I'm just giving everybody a heads up that if you do experiences, lightheadedness, equilibrium, anxiety, panic attacks, those types of things, and other anomalies, then understand that they're not, how do I put it? They're not something that's organically in disarray with your body. It's the frequencies interacting with your frequencies. And it can cause some things. Irritability, heightened stress, increased blood pressure, lots of different things. And so it's a heads up to realize that you balance, you stay balanced as these frequencies are flooding in. It's not a negative, it's just that we're not used to them, so our bodies, they're just, it's like if you train for something in physical application, you prepare. But this is different. We're not, so to speak, really prepared because we weren't aware of the types of frequencies, and we have no expectations or attachments. So it's good to be at ease as much as possible, and that's why we've been talking so much about going within and knowing who and what we are, and also making sure that you're in communication and deep gratitude with the universe. To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. To the mind that is still, which means you are not in the mind, then the whole universe surrenders to you, but not the mind. Lao Tzu. Quieting the mind chatter is not always something we want to do, especially when life can be so entertaining with so many activities, task lists to accomplish, and people to meet and greet along the way. The frantic desperation, non-meditative mind, see, because I'll tell you something, when we meditate, the mind's not meditating. You are, but the mind isn't. The mind does not meditate. This is a big mistake that people get tricked into. The mind is non-meditative. It has become the norm of our society and the cause of all social injustice and corruption. Once everyone learns the art and science of taming their mind chatter, finding stillness in the incessant stream of thoughts spinning circles inside the brain, the people of this planet will finally come to experience true world global peace. It's never been about outside of us, ever. That's why for so many of us it seems so redundant at times. A meditative mind is very powerful, and it's much easier to manifest our desires than with a non-meditative mind. The only way that you can do that is you move from the heart mind. If you just let your mind always run the show and be in charge, it will run circles around you and not relax enough to receive what it is you really want. Only through meditation will you see an effortless attraction to all the experiences and results your heart loves and enjoys. Your heart loves and enjoys. Whatever you crave to experience in this lifetime can be yours. tap when your mind is open, receptive, and present. But it can't do that unless you operate from the heart mind. It is only through mastering this mind, through the heart mind, that you'll be able to master your life. There's no other way. Because your mind is so quiet, you're able to hear your intuition. And this makes you able to see the larger future picture of any given situation. And meditation allows you to become at peace with what is. Not what tomorrow or yesterday, but what is. It transforms each and every one of us into a receptive, flowing energy channel who is in deep harmony with the universal God source. Life simply manifests itself through each and every one of us in a much smoother manner when the mind is calm, centered, and at ease. And I repeat, we cannot do that through the mind. We do it through the heart mind. There are many psychological and physiological benefits gained from meditating daily. And I'll name just a few. Meditation has been proved to increase happiness, creativity, and your ability to learn new things. It improves your memory. It builds self-confidence. It resolves phobias, fears, and helps you to comfort your life. Meditation invites in more feelings of energy, vitality, emotional stability, and is proven to improve your relationships. Science has found that a meditative mind ages at a slower rate and is easier to remove bad habits. Meditation reduces premenstrual syndrome symptoms, is a cure for headaches, migraines, and helps in the reduction of free radicals, which enhances the immune system and decreases the aging process. And you see why aren't all of us really interested in meditation? Meditation creates greater communication between the two brain hemispheres, which then creates more sociable behavior, less aggressiveness, and decreases our potential for mental illness. Meditating has been proven to help in quitting smoking, alcohol addiction, reduces the need and dependency on drugs and pills and pharmaceuticals. Meditation has incredible results for people with high blood pressure and reduces anxiety attacks. It decreases muscle tension and helps in chronic diseases like allergies and arthritis. Meditation has even been proven to cure infertility. It has prevented, slowed, or controlled pain of chronic diseases. It makes you sweat less, normalizes your body to your ideal weight. When meditating daily, you require less time to fall asleep at night. You need less sleep to recover from sleep deprivation. And yes, it helps to cure insomnia. With meditation, you'll see a decrease in restless thinking and your tendency to worry. You'll increase your listening skills and empathy. You'll make more accurate judgments and develop emotional maturity. You'll find a deeper understanding of yourself, learn forgiveness, and change your attitude toward life. And after knowing all these benefits, the question you should ask yourself is, why am I not meditating yet? And those of us, of course, meditate every day in this global guided meditation call, and a lot of it is about us and finding ourselves. Like taming a wild animal, the mind can get crazier if we attempt to aggressively seize and control it. However, once we approach our minds with gentleness and understanding the secrets to taming it, you can have a mind that listens to what you want it to do. And the more disciplined your mind is, the easier it is to discover the freedom to play, laugh with life, enjoy the duality of existence, and transcend all suffering. Through a calm-centered mind, you can access a calm-centered body and truly enjoy this adventure through life. You can explore the universe, feeling safe inside your being, and open yourself up to the greatest love, intuition, intimacy, abundance, and manifesting channels of energy. The quieter you can become, the more you're able to hear. Learning to meditate is not always easy for everyone, yet once you get into it, it's hard to imagine not doing it every day. Meditation is the most effortless and relaxing thing you could possibly do. It perhaps is the definition of a true vacation from life, in that you get to practice what it's like not to engage or be entertained by any thought forms you have. You can free yourself completely from all thinking. All concepts disappear, and you discover what's left is what's real and true, the divine being within each and every one of us. Maybe it's more happiness, money, success, love, or health that you desire. Perhaps you're on a search to find God. Whatever it is that you want out of your life, a calm-centered, meditative mind will always be more effective and efficient at manifesting positive outcomes than an incessant wandering chatterbox. Meditation is that bridge which enables your every dream, hope, and desire to have an imagined physical form. It's the mindful link you've been missing your entire life. This whole population, this whole civilization. With the right diet and exercise, you'll find your entire life opens up and an eternal river of bliss naturally unfolds inside you, creating successful, joyful outcomes in everything you do. This is the understanding of the trueness of meditation and how our minds control us and keep us away from it. And, this all connects with, in order to acquire anything in the physical universe, you have to relinquish your attachment to it. This doesn't mean you give up your intention to create your desire, and you don't give up the desire. You give up your attachment to the result, Deepak Chopra. And that's very true. Most of us are attached, and a lot of us are so used to being attached that we don't know what it's like not to be attached. So we all have attachment to results. Think about that. All of us, none of us are exempt from it. We attach ourselves to results. We expect. And some of us, I don't think we're totally cognizant of it. We just do it. And then, then we have the disappointment, and then we have the irritation and the feelings, and the feelings aren't good. So it's like, would you like to create into reality a life that is abundant with love, filled with peace, and overflowing with positive feelings? Obviously, yes. Every one of us would say yes. Each of us can create a deeply nourishing, healing life for ourselves, and it's not that hard. I think people, like with meditation, meditation is too involved, and you got to do it. It really isn't. The trick begins with the decision to master the mind. It always goes back to mastering the mind. Just be willing to make space for a feeling of mastery of it in your life. So often the mind thinks like a beggar, and it cannot tap into the vast infinite realm and resources that are everywhere around it. It is only when the mind stops seeking, starts relaxing into itself, that it becomes rooted in the most empowered, authentic, and divine expression of who we truly are, and can manifest, create in reality whatever we want with effortless ease. Manifesting is an art, creating into reality, moving energy into form. Okay? And this is an art form, and it's a metaphysical science which deals with how naturally and effortlessly we can allow our desires to show up in the physical world. How naturally and effortlessly we can allow our desires to show up in the physical world. Basically, creating into reality, moving energy into form, manifesting, just happens when you get crystal clear on what it is that we want. Remove any limiting or negative thoughts about receiving it. You ever notice that when you desire something or want something, you ever get the feeling at the same time that kind of comes in where you get these negative thoughts about receiving it, where you start going, well, what if this happens, or what if that happens? And I don't think any of us are exempt from that. I think that, for the most part, that comes in. So we hold the intention that it's not coming our way. That's what happens. And we take massive inspired actions following our intuition. So when we are creating into reality, moving energy into form, manifesting is not difficult to do. In fact, we manifest things every day and we don't realize it. We don't realize we're doing it. We desire a pizza and call the pizza guy and it's delivered hot and fresh to the door in 15 minutes. Yet when it comes to bigger desires, see, that's a small desire. We don't look at it that way. Well, yeah, you're the one that instigated it. You called, the guy came, and he gave you a hot pizza. Yet when it comes to bigger desires that feel beyond our realm of resources, where our confidence or our heart-mind is lacking, we tend to fall into old limiting belief systems that stop us from believing that our dreams are possible. And one of the greatest secrets that I've discovered to becoming a manifesting master in this life is learning how to live in a state of detachment from the mind. And this means you realize that you are not, none of us are these desires or thoughts that pour through the mind. Yet, we all are the witness and consciousness behind it all. Detachment in this sense does not mean indifference, apathy, or lacking excitement for your desires. It's not a feeling of disconnection, isolation, or some strategy for creating a false disconnected state so that you can later achieve your desire and become momentarily happy. Having the intention to manifest a desire and being detached from the outcome is a very fine, thin line to walk. And learning to dance along it makes you into a manifesting master. So you got a tightrope, right? And instead of carefully walking it, you're able to dance along it without worrying about falling. Everything that any of us want in life, everything that any of us want in this life, is created into reality, energy is moved into form, and manifests effortlessly from this place of healthy detachment. It is a spiritual practice from feeling, which is the heart-mind, feeling connected to the infinite source in all things, who each of us truly are. And from this deeply connected space, you do not need to become attached to any thought or thing. This type of detachment comes simply from quieting your mind chatter and connecting with your heart and soul. Your soul is already perfectly aligned with the entire universe, inherently abundant, extremely confident, and deeply at ease with all aspects of yourself. When you're in tune with your soul, you feel relaxed. You feel centered, and you can find stillness within your body. Your mind is then delighted. It's delighted here. And it lives in a state of gratitude for all that is, and is okay with any result that may or may not occur. Can you say to yourself that you're okay with any result that may or may not occur? Can you honestly say that to yourself through your heart mind? When we recognize that nothing has to go right for us to be happy, that's a good one, isn't it? When we recognize that nothing has to go right for us to be happy, and that people don't have to behave for us to love them, our walk home can become surprisingly simple. Hugh Prather. The inability to be detached is the main hindrance for any of us to creating into reality, moving energy into form, and manifesting our desires. If we are super clear about what we want in life, in this life, and we have no resistance to receiving it, our desire will manifest within a very short time. But what happens in most cases? What do? We rush it. We hurry. We doubt. We fear. And then we get disconnected from our desire. Yet, if we feel disconnected from our soul, we need the outcome to find happiness and inner peace, and the body falls lower in vibration. Understand, if we feel disconnected from our soul, we need the outcome to find happiness and inner peace, and the body falls lower in vibration, we feel we need to work overtime to arrive at our destination and live from a place of stress inside. Live from a place of stress inside. So when we are vibrating at a higher soul level, it's actually effortless to manifest any outcome or circumstances. It basically shows up in your life because we are so connected and thus available to it. True detachment is a very advanced state to live from because you are allowing yourself to be absorbed in a deep trust with this life. You are totally surrendered to this connection with your highest power and infinite creative energy within. There is no need to try to achieve any outcome or fall into a state of lack or neediness about anything anymore. You know you already have access to an infinite resource of intelligent power, which can attract everything you need. You are simply happy within yourself and your life as it is, and you can feel it to the core of your bones. The more you can practice relaxing into your soul, the more you naturally open yourself to this meeting with the magical, manifesting world around you. And through the deepest release, sweetest surrender, you find your personal intimate connection with all-intelligent, the all-intelligent, all-powerful, deeply loving creative source God that flows through us all. The more you practice this, you establish a relationship with it and eventually find real peace with everything that occurs. There is no need to worry, hope, or fear anything in the future. You simply feel connected to the entire universe in all its glory and awesome power, and can feel okay with every single thing that occurs. Have you ever done that? Have any of us done that? By spending time developing your intimate connection with the source that flows through every single breath you take, every moment you make, you begin to feel it is everywhere you are. And from this ever-present state, you just know you are always on the right path and can never, ever, ever make a mistake. You stop believing in coincidences because you know that each moment is perfect, divinely synchronized, and contains the magical resources to create into reality, move energy into form, to manifest any desire you wish to materialize. And this manifesting then turns into this fun, creative, mysterious spiritual game to enjoy. Instead of some serious achievement, affair, where positive results are needed to make you happy, these are a few of the signs that you are on the path to becoming a manifesting master. And this is so true. It's very simple. You remind yourselves of this as much as possible. Attachment leads to suffering. Buddha. And since we're all Christ and Buddhists, we should understand that attachment leads to suffering. It's a good thing to remember that attachment is the number one cause of suffering in this world. The number one cause of suffering for this civilization is attachment. Whenever we are suffering about anything on a mental, emotional, or physical level, it is certain that we are attached to some thought inside ourselves about something. Attachment is the most raw definition, means we cannot surrender to trust and let go. Attachment lesson means we cannot surrender to trust and let go. We are clinging out of fear and losing the outcome we desire. We can be afraid of losing anything in life, all based on our wounding and karma from the past. When we discover how to trust in the state of detachment, we find the spiritual state of connection, and our manifesting abilities ascend to an entirely new level. Attachment is a form of poverty consciousness which stems out of feeling disconnected to our spiritual source. Out of desperation, we attach ourselves to certain thoughts, beliefs, people, and habits and hope that a certain positive source-like feeling will be created into reality or manifested and bring in all the happiness and satisfaction we are missing. This approach is obviously coming from ego, that fearful, needy place which deep down is neglecting and ignoring its innate connection to the source. The ego is always desperate and always trying to make you feel secure because it's too busy to relax into the deep, eternal, loving source that is here now. The great cosmic joke, of course, is that the source is always right here, right now, and always available to tap into. And when you become free from the mind's attachment to anything, you start feeling the infinite love and energy within this source and know exactly how easy it is to manifest anything, any life you desire. And when you're non-attached to the mind and are feeling connected to your soul, your core identity remains centered with the infinite source instead of your ego. So you realize that you are the source of love, peace, and empowerment. It is not found outside you, yet from within you. And from this enlightened space, your ego takes a step down and simply feels grateful for life just as it is. Then the universe seems to hand over every wish, want, and desire you have. It does this for mere joy of feeling your heart soften more and see the smile on your face become bigger. The only time surrender is in the presence of ego. Love does not resist itself because there's nothing outside it to resist. Just make peace with the mind in every moment, and you will experience total bliss. Angela Walker. Behind every fear, anxiety, and pain, an attachment is hiding. If you are unsure where it is or what exactly you are attached to in life, in this life, just check your body. Feeling of tension, clenching, or anxiety always appears. Talk with that part of your body, listen to it closely for a few minutes, and eventually you will notice a message inside the tense, tight, or contracted sensation. The more you understand the reason for these attachments, the easier it is to step back from them and not buy into their story. Freedom from attachment is a healing process. When you are truly free, it means you'll have tons of extra time, love, energy to consciously create into reality, manifest the life that your heart really desires. So the process to shift out of any attachment is this. First, to identify where it is located in the body. Breathe into the tight sensation. Feel the pain. Listen to its story. Let go of its story and relax into the source beyond it all. And repeat until the tension or story are gone. It helps to remember that happiness does not depend on anything. Happiness does not depend on anything in the outer world. Yet your level of surrender to your heart's connected to the source within. The more often you practice this surrender, the less chance you will ever get attached to anything again. Every moment is an opportunity to release those hidden attachments, stopping each of us from creating into reality, moving energy into form, and manifesting our dreams. Yet sometimes they are tricky to find. And if you are accustomed to living with stress and tension each day, and your mind is too loud to hear what its message is for you, simply look inside yourself and ask, who is attached? Where do I feel I'm lacking in my life that is causing me to be overly hooked into this particular thought, belief, assumption, or outcome. What is that missing part of me that desperately needs XYZ to manifest in order for me to be happy? It is vital to remember that it is always your mind that is attached and not you. You are not your mind. You are the soul who is eternal, infinite, unbounded, and cannot be attached to anything. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure we all are. And the first thing that we care to do is relax our bodies, head to toe, inside and out. And as we've been discussing in the verbal part of this meditation, let go, surrender. We don't have any attachments. And if you do, identify them and then let them go. You are not your mind. You are your soul, which cannot be attached to anything. Just like the body. Listen to the body, talk with the body, drop the shoulders, relax, release the stress, the fear, the anxiety, the pain. Embrace it, let it go. The body will respond and relax. Most of us fight that. We fight it because we're fearful. So we don't go to it and embrace it. We fight it. We don't find out why it's happening. We fight. We just fight it. Ignore it. So as the body relaxes, and it will relax because some of you just fall asleep, which is wonderful. So the body relaxes, and we move into the now. And the now is all we have. It is moment to moment. Whatever you're doing, moment to moment. Space between heartbeats. The now stills the mind. And that's what we're after. Stilling the mind. Stilling the ego. Moving in with the soul, of which you truly are. And as you do this, as the body is relaxed and you move into the now, you stay focused. And you eliminate all that chatter that we all have. All that noise. Those incessant thoughts, most of which aren't ours. Some of us, for whatever reason, go into the past. We kind of meander, hang around in the past, and then we end up bringing the past into a future that doesn't exist. We create the past out of that future. We relive the past in that future. A lot of us won't even go into the now. We're either in the past or in the future. We keep stepping over the now. So the now is really all we have. And in the now, we create our future. But how do we stay in the now? Our breath. Whenever you feel like you're wandering off into the future or hanging out in the past, you're cognizantly aware that you're doing this, and you say, okay, I desire to go back in the now, to be in the now, in the moment. So your breath will do that. And the breath can only be in the now. Anybody tries to argue with you that your breath was yesterday or tomorrow, they need to check up from the neck up. So you have this divine positive energy, your breath, you bring it in real easy through the nose, and you let it out effortlessly through the mouth. And this divine positive energy, why is it so divine? It's a lot more than just breath. It also holds the vessel. It sustains the vessel. It holds the kingdom of God. Your soul within the body. So then we begin to breathe in the now, relaxed body, and we bring this breath, we join it with our God force, love, light, life energy, and they combine, and we literally move them through 7 colored wheels of light, chakras, right up through the center of our bodies to the tops of our heads. And these are energy vortexes. They each have a flower, different kind of flower inside of them, and they each have a different geometrical shape within the center of each flower. These are the astral plane. These are the connection of physicality to spirituality. This is our bridge. It keeps us balanced and focused and centered on who and what we are. So we start with the root chakra, which is the red wheel of light, the Muladhara. This is our career, money, mindset, and sense of belonging. It represents our foundation and feeling of being in the now. It's at the base of the spine, the tailbone area. Emotional issues or survival issues such as financial independence, money, and food. Physical association is spine, rectum, legs, arms, and circulatory system. Then we move to the orange wheel of light, the sacral chakra, the Vadhisthana, sexuality and pleasure. The sacral chakra is our connection and ability to accept others and new experiences. It's at the lower abdomen, about 2 inches in below the navel and 2 inches below the navel and 2 inches in. And emotional issues are sense of abundance, well-being, pleasure, sexuality. Our physical associations, reproductive organs, kidneys, bowels, immune system. And then we have our yellow golden wheel of light, our solar plexus chakra, Manipura. This is our personal power and ability to channel. It's our ability to be confident and in the flow of our lives. It's in the upper abdomen and the stomach area, self-worth, self-confidence, self-esteem. Physical association is central nervous system, pancreas, liver, digestive tract, and skin. Heart chakra, the Anahata, the Anhata, love, relationships, and self-acceptance. It's our ability to love. Center of the chest, just above the heart. Emotional issues, love, joy, inner peace. Physical association, heart, thymus, lower lungs, circulatory system, immune system. Throat chakra, Vishuddha, blue wheel of light, self-expression. Our ability to communicate. It's located in our throats. Communication, self-expression of feelings, the truth. Physical association is thyroid, respiratory system, teeth, and vocal cords. Then we move to the indigo wheel of light, the third eye chakra, the ajna. This is intuition, sense of purpose, and direction in life. It's our ability to focus on and see the big picture. Location is forehead between the eyes, also called the brow chakra. Our emotional issues are intuition, imagination, wisdom, ability to think and make decisions. Physical association, pituitary gland, eyes and sinuses. And then, the violet wheel of light, the crown chakra, the Sahasrara, connection to the divine. The highest chakra represents our ability to be fully connected spiritually, connected to our soul, our spirit, our higher self, our God, our pure consciousness. It's the very top of our head. Emotional issues are inner and outer beauty. Our connection to spirituality, pure bliss. Physical association is pineal gland, brain and nervous system. Now through your heart, mind's motion picture, and you watch as we move these energies, these frequencies to the tops of our heads. And then for a brief moment, we hold it. I am light. I am love. I am. And in that brief moment, we compress and condense those energies into pure liquid energy. And we release it over our pineal glands. Our pineal glands are very important to us while we're in these bodies. They're the gateway to all the particles of existence, to the God, the pure consciousness, and beyond. Now, you can view it any way you want, how you see the pineal gland, but I see it as a green ball, a rosebud. And as soon as I release this pure liquid energy over it, it explodes into a fully blossomed rose, vibrating with multicolored petals and a beautiful fragrance, pulsating out waves, melts away has been, ever will be, ever beyond and forever. It is our true gateway to the astral plane. And there's many civilizations in the astral plane. We also are consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. And we're one. We're merged. The heart, mind, the soul, the spirit, the higher self, the God, the pure consciousness, the body. We are heaven on this earth, and everywhere we walk, we create paradise. Our light floods each other in eventuality and the higher dimension frequencies. As we walk this planet, our light will shine on everyone. And see that in your heart, mind's motion picture, and how phenomenal that will be. We have others with us. We have the archangels, cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, Amoria, Abundantia, Hell, Thoth, Yeshua, Yahweh, many, many, many more. And they're both consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. The archangels, this is a civilization that vibrates at a different frequency than we do. This is why we don't see them like we see ourselves. But they're there, and there's trillions of them, and we meet them and interact with them all the time. It's just that we're just not in the moment aware. And then all of a sudden, as we're walking along, it dawns on us and say, wait a minute, that was an angel. That just wasn't some passerby. And then you have a little slice of the bliss within you come out. Now, thousands can surround any one of us at any one time. Because of their vibrational frequency, they can house a large number in a small area. The ascended masters, they're those who have mastered ascension into body and out of body and hold pure God form, pure consciousness. We are mastering ascension into physical form so that we can create our experiences in that physical form, and then we can perfect our creation. Now, we're all compelled. We're a part of each other. So are we the archangels, the cherubim, seraph archetypes? Yes. Are they us? Yes. Are the ascended masters us, and vice versa? Yes. So we call out to all of the other reflections of ourselves, facets. So we call out to all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of the circle of light, and the liberation of this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. They come in the gugaplexes. One gugaplex fills this universe in number. They come in trillions of gugaplexes from every direction, and they are with us now. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner Earth, hollow Earth, Agartha, beneath Earth. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation of forming the circle of light. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all the off-worlders, all the galactics, all the celestials, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and be with us in this now, in this meditation of forming the circle of light. We're only familiar with a handful of them. Over 1,000 travel through this solar system every day. Trillions travel the universes every day. And the ones that we're somewhat familiar with, this includes all their species and levels of each civilization. Also includes the good, the not so good, and the bad. And understand that only the highest of vibrational frequency can be with us. We have the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Andromedans, the Arcturians. We have the Zeta Reticuli. We have the Feline. We have the Nords, the Greys. We have the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian, many, many, many more. Now, they've been assisting us with our evolution, our enlightenment, our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. They come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, this liberation, and in this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, this meditation, form the circle of light in this liberation. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of the circle of light. And we're only familiar with a handful of them. They come in the trillions in color, shape, sizes, forms, configurations, of which many we have never, ever seen. And the ones that we're somewhat familiar with, fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, and the minotaur. Many, many, many more. And they come in the trillions, and they are with us now. We're all assembled. Everything and everything. Everywhere and everywhere. All God. All love. And all one. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, abundance. And our God-light life force energy, our God-light life force love energy continues to intensify and continues to expand and is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. We all form a massive circle of light. This is the high vibrational frequency that is housed deep within our cores. It is the purest of the purest pure, highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love and gratitude. It is so brilliant that it grays out the darkness of space. It would take over 1,000 billion suns in this solar system to even come close to its radiance. It floods, saturates, embraces, bathes each and every single one of us eternally with the deepest, 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 purest, eternal love, light, energy. All of our brothers and sisters, all of the planet on megatrillions, centillions, quadrillions of little mirrors reflecting all of us gathered in this meditation and liberation of ourselves and this planet. Little mirrors reflecting all of us back and forth. Vibrant colors. We're met with the emerald green flaming healing light. This is a column that reminds each and every single one of us that we are the power of healing. We're then met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is the column that reminds us of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We're then met with the white fire. This is a column that reminds each and every one of us that we are imbued from head to toe, inside and out, with this wonderful, deepest, purest, eternal love, light energy. It is impenetrable. It cannot be damaged. It cannot be harmed from any external source whatsoever. We are protected 24/7. But only you have the power that if you decide, consciously or unconsciously, to lower your vibrational frequencies low enough, and this causes into the pain, the sorrow, the anguish, the dissatisfaction, the hurriedness, the hatred, the anger, the greed, the manipulation, the dishonesty, you will create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow all the lower dark matter frequencies, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. If you do decide to do this, you are immediately met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column that reminds each and every one of us that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance. We can send them to pure consciousness where they are vaporized and no more. We are then met with the violet ray. This is a column that reminds each and every one of us that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame. We can purify, cleanse, rebalance, and harmonize, seal the breach in our armor, restoring our highest and the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love. We are then met with the golden white pink light. This is a column that reminds each and every single one of us that we are the sunsets, we are the sunrises, we are the sunlight, we are the sun, we are the rain, we are the rainbow, we are the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams, the creeks, we are the valleys, the mountains, we are the clouds, the skies, we are the animals, we are the trees, the forests, we are everything. Some of us continue, as we continue to levitate, ascend above this planet with a circle of light, some of us step outside our physical form and they hover effortlessly above them. We come across, in front view, this massive crystalline light tower that we created. It's larger than the solar system. We see in the center of it this beautiful oblong spherical form that has bands of light pulsating out from it, beautiful vibrant lights, but in the center it has a golden white light, and it's sending out pulses of soft, warm mist, pure energy of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, saturating all of us, head to toe, inside and out. And then the surrounding bands of light, beautiful colors, sending out bands of mist, warm mist, penetrating us in gratitude, prosperity, happiness, joy, bliss, tranquility, benevolence, wonderful health, saturate. Feel the mist hit your skin as it sparkles and glitters and is absorbed within to your very core existence. It's warm. It's elevating. And at the top, we created the golden ocean. The golden ocean can come cascading down as it's doing right now perpetually. And this golden ocean floods us all, head to toe, inside and out. Each of us are drops of that golden ocean. We hold its essence. The ocean is the drops, and the drops are the ocean, and we are all one. There is no separation. It is only an illusion. Then we see our meditative sphere. It's at center circle. We created this sphere almost 3 years ago. It holds well over 1,000 of our meditations in perpetual motion. From all of us, endless numbers, from everything and everything, everywhere, assembled here, parts of ourselves, for the liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya. And this now, in this meditation, as well as the liberation of each and every single one of us into the higher existences. This is why this meditative sphere can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And this is why it continues to intensify and it continues to expand. You see why the vibrational frequencies of this planet continue to elevate, continue to ascend. Happiness does not depend on anything in your outer world. Yet your level of surrender to your heart's connected to the source within. The more often you practice this surrender, the less chance you will ever get attached to anything again. I'll join you in the meditation and return to close us out.